Hi, Ryan. Hi.
I'll be very, very gentle.
I can't lean.
Mwah.
Hi, Ryan.
I'm so sorry.
What do you have in your hand?
Well, I was just trying to figure out what to give you to make you feel better. And I thought that if you have a little bit of an itch anywhere, now when you're alone, you can take care. That's a back scratcher.
Thank you.
So, or it's a spatula for omelets or whatever. But so I'll just. This is a first for me to be in bed with you.
Well. Yeah. It's first for me in a while, too. So, you need this rest. What do you do when you're sick?
I've never taken a sick day. I mean, much like you've just done today, you incorporate it into your life because I don't know if anybody would fill in. I guess somebody could easily fill in, but I don't want them to because I don't want them to take my job. Because if they show up and do a better job, then maybe I'm out.
No one's going to take your job, Brian. But have you had a back thing like this?
Do you know, I've only from lifting massive weights and doing squat thrusts in the gym have I injured a couple of muscles, lats and things like that.
Like what size weight do you press?
I do a couple 70, 45. How big do they come? Whatever's bigger than the 45s. I put two of those on each side and I squat.
Yeah.
But what happens is, and I mean, you can certainly speak to this, I would imagine when you smile, breathe, cough, sneeze, any of that, it's massively painful, yeah?
Not with the Norelco.
No.
Have you hurt your back before, though? Just
nothing like that. Just a little bit of a strain, but nothing quite like that.
Because you really are the hardest working guy in show business. You really are.
Well, I've heard... I've hurt my life by being so busy, but never my back. But thank you. I have a long day. However, I just saw you last week when we did the live Idol Gives Back show, and you were really, really wonderful in coming and co-hosting that show. And we had a good time, and I thank you for your contribution as well and that challenge that you made on the air.
So far, they've raised $65 million?
Almost $70 million.
That's fantastic.
Isn't that
great? That's
great. And I'll tell you, when we are often asked to give to something and donate, which I'm very happy to do, and many times you wonder where the money goes, or you don't quite understand where it's going to go. And I'll be honest, I didn't really understand the problems here in the U.S. and in Africa until after we took some of these trips, and I was really touched by it.
Yeah, you went with Simon, and how was that to go to Africa with Simon?
Well... We were making this trip, to Africa, and he called and he said, I'll only do this if you'll do it with me. And I thought, considering our relationship on the air, I thought, all right, this is a cool thing. Let's try and do some good. So we travel over to Kenya, and we get there late at night. And the next morning, we're going to start very early to go into some of these slums, which are they're horrendous. And these people have really, really suffered. And they suffered more when they saw Simon. Because he showed up in the same awful stuff he wears on American Idol. I mean, there we are in this really tough place, and he's got on these Armani leather boots, acid wash jeans, a pack of cigarettes, a cell phone, a tight tight T-shirt. And I'm just thinking, they've been through enough, Simon. Please, no more. We're here to help.
Y'all are, he was here yesterday. Y'all have a great relationship. I like him a lot too. And you and I are friends, and we're closer friends. But I like Simon a lot. But we have to take a break. When we come back, we keep featuring the men of Ellen. But I want to find you a girl. You need to find. I'm going to find you somebody. That's my goal, is to find somebody for you.
Okay. Well. And we'll start from bed.
All right.
Right in the first place.
All right. Are you single, Gail? All right.
I like the outfit.
Yeah. Thank you. We'll take a break. We'll be back with Ryan Seacrest. All right, we're back with Ryan Seacrest. And so seriously, let's get back to the dating thing, okay?
Okay. All right. Let's get into it.
We've got to find you a girl.
Okay.
Because you're not picking good ones.
Why? What do you mean I'm not picking good ones?
You know what I mean.
Why? How would you go through the picking process?
I don't
then?
know. It's hard because you work nonstop. You need to find somebody that doesn't mind that because you're. How do you even have time? I never get to see you, but.
Well, it's not. Yeah, the work schedule's not great with the relationship, and apparently women don't like the texting thing. So right, is it yeah? It's okay like 3 times, but on the 4th you got to make a call, otherwise you're dead.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. So let's talk about idols because it's down to the 6 contestants now.
Yeah.
When do you find out who's getting kicked off?
It depends on the week. That one was exceptional, so I wanted to know exactly how we're going to choreograph that. Mm-hmm. And it all unfolds absolutely live. So all of the timing of it, who we're going to tell first and when and how long I stare at them. And when I ask them to go to the left, turn around, do a cannonball into the pool, and look at me before the result comes. All of that, we will sort of think of before we go on the air. But there are times when I'll find out first thing in the morning, and there are times when I'll find out just before we go live, and then there are times I'll find out in the commercial break. And that card, to be honest with you, I think the show's gotten more successful. And we have fewer people that work on it after that. And sometimes they don't put anything on that card. And so, yeah, I'll open it and I'm thinking, God, what'd they tell me in that meeting before we went on the air? Because
I was going to say, you're so close to them. How do they not see the name on the card?
They have seen it before. So now they often, if it's a tall contestant, they won't put the names on the card. So if I'm with a short contestant, I get a cheat sheet. But if it's someone that's taller than I am, which is almost everybody, then I will literally, I have been on the air live and read the result and kind of waited a beat to make sure that it was the right name, that no producer jumped out going, no, wrong one,
yeah.
You moron. How could you screw that up? It's all you got to do on this program.
Yeah.
So what'd you ask me, though?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
No. After the Idol Gives Back, we went out for dinner, and then we went to a party, and the contestants were there, so I got to meet them and hang out with them, and they're just sweet as can be.
Well, that's the weird thing.
Yeah.
They're sweet as they can be.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily the average group on our show.
Really.
I'm just saying.
Different this year.
Well, I don't want to gossip about any specific contestants.
All right, but some have not been nice.
Not as the show progresses. What happens is they begin to believe their own hype at times. Mm-hmm. But these contestants, Simon and I have actually said to them, so who don't you like? Huh? I mean, you don't have to say it on the air, but who don't you like? And we love each other, all of us. Really? You do? That's weird.
Yeah.
So they genuinely have this great relationship and care.
They seem really great. I liked them a whole lot, all of them. So
now
I don't know who, because now...
Well, I was going to say, who's your pick?
Well, I can't. It's changed.
Do you know that Ellen called me? We do the show live. She calls me as we're doing the show on my cell phone and says, and there's a message. I didn't get it because I was doing the show. And she leaves a message. Hey, I know you're probably busy, but how do you text again? I can't figure out how you text. I just say it 100 times per show, or you can text, vote dial.
I don't know how to text, and I decided I was going to vote, and I called, and it was busy, and then I thought, well, then how do you text? So I called the show, and asked how you text. All right, hey, you can, and I wasn't on pills then. That was just me.
That's the real you. That's why we love you.
That's me.
And we wish you a very speedy recovery.
I love you too, Ryan. You can see Ryan weeknights on E! News Daily and on American Idol Tuesdays at 8 and Wednesdays at 9 on Fox. And little adorable, you got to see this little kid.
I know, you told me about him.
6-year-old Bentley Green's going to do a little rap for us when we come back. Don't go away.